Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Vader Tech. Sorry it's been a while since I've posted a video. So today we're going to be focusing on the Rubies Supreme Edition chest box. Now, I know there have already been comments about, the Rubies is a cheap costume, it's all plastic, blah, 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 blah. However, it's still a very good costume, and I'm not saying that, oh, buy a Rubies and you'll get into the 501st and all that. No, I'm not saying that at all. As a matter of fact, in my last video, I said that you would have to make a lot of modifications to make this a 501st approvable costume. This channel is mostly going to be for updating the Rubies costume and getting it as close to screen accurate as possible using the parts that come with the Rubies Edition costume. So with that being said, I'm not trying to say that the Rubies costume is the best thing in the world. It's really not. But it is a very decent costume. So with that being said, we're going to go right into it. We're going to do our first mod today, watching Revenge of the Sith, which this costume is based off of. These two lights are backwards. Your green light is actually supposed to be up front. Just the angle that I'm looking at this at. The green light is supposed to be on the top, and the red light is supposed to be on the bottom. I've read a lot of forums. People say it's very easy to do. However, there are no videos of how to actually do it. So I figured, you know what, Vader Tech, we're going to be the first ones to pop this thing open and actually do it. I've seen other videos of people popping it open and replacing the LEDs to make them brighter, but I've never seen a video of people actually swapping these. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So we're just going to flip this thing over. We might actually need to take it out of the bodysuit to make it a little bit easier. So give me just a minute and we'll do that. Okay, and we're back. We now have the chest box out of the costume, which I'm just going to make a few points real quick. As you can see, it does come out of the costume. I've seen people that have taken these straps and gone out and bought some leather-like material and wrapped them to do like a New Hope version, because in a New Hope, the chest box is worn outside of the costume. So you can do that. You would have to paint this white. These two, of course, would have to be flipped around, which is what we're about to do. And the chest box in a New Hope does not light up. So you would have the leather wrapping on these along with the bottom, and I believe there's a rivet that you would put in them as well. And that's an easy way to convert this to a New Hope. However, we're not doing that. We're going to stick with the Revenge of the Sith. So let's go ahead and flip this over. And we're just going to go ahead and open up this box. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the batteries out so we don't electrocute ourselves in the process of trying to move stuff around. Most of the stuff on here is Phillips head, so I got a variety of different Phillips head screwdrivers because I don't know what sizes I'm going to need. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get in here and open stuff up, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, as you can see, we have taken the battery cover off. The chest box takes two AA batteries. I just put the screws and stuff over to the sides. I went ahead and removed all the screws all the way through, just like so. And now we're slowly going to peel this back like so. And we can get our first look inside the chest box. Okay, let me take a look inside this box and see how everything's put together and see what's going to be the easiest way to swap it around. People say it's easy, however, I'm not seeing that it's going to be that easy because these are not really screws. They're something else. So give me just a few minutes to research this, and we're going to see what we're going to do. Okay guys, welcome back. So what we had to do here, as you can see, I already popped them out. What I used was this little tiny flathead screwdriver, because I had to basically get up under there and kind of wiggle it to have the whole assembly pop out like this, okay? So what we're all gonna do now is we're just gonna flip them around like so, and we're gonna put them back in. Like so. Plain and simple. You just flip them around just like everybody said. The hard part is to just get this little thing under there and gently pry, because like I say, this is plastic, so you want to be very careful that you don't break it. Okay, so now voila, you have the green, everything on the top the way it's supposed to be. And I want to make sure that this is in there really good to where it doesn't come out. Another thing you can probably do is take some black electrical tape and tape it back here, or we can get some hot glue, because I think that's what they did. They hot glued it in there so that it wouldn't come back out. That's basically what I had to pry loose, was the hot glue to flip them around. So bear with me, and I'm gonna see if I can find my hot glue gun so we can do this correctly. Okay, welcome back. Sorry that the video is jumping all over the place, guys, but I was really not prepared to do this. But I figured, you know what? I haven't made a video in a while, so we're gonna do it. So I found the hot glue gun. This is my wife's hot glue gun. That's why it is all ladylike, but it will do the job. So I just plugged it in. We're gonna let it heat up, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put a little bit of hot glue dabs right here to hot glue these two pieces back in place. That way they don't fall back through, because if you just put them back in there like so, there's the possibility of somebody pushing on it, and as you can see, they're gonna fall right back out, just like that, which we don't want. So we're gonna hot glue that bad boy in place. So give my gun a few minutes to heat up, and I'll be right back with you. Okay guys, we now have those bad boys hot glued in there, so they're not going anywhere. One thing I did have to do, I did it off camera, but once I put this back on, I'll show you real quick. These things are everywhere. So let me line up the holes, get it back on there. I think it went this way. Yeah, went that way. Alright, one thing I did that was off camera, like I say, you can still see some right there. I had to go around and pick out some of the hot glue that came through the front, which is easy to do. You just get your flathead, just come through here and just clean up the outer rim there. But you can also kind of use your fingernails to get it as best as you can. It's the thing with hot glue, it's sticky, but it's doable. There's one right here in the corner that's being a little stubborn.
Sorry, Dad.
But it's okay. Sorry, you're hearing my daughter in the background being noisy. Noisy kids, as always. So anyway, I'll play with that here in just a few minutes. We'll clean it up some more. I'm going to go ahead and get everything together. Before I put it all together, though, we're going to do a quick, well, I can't do a quick light test because the batteries aren't in it. So let's see. Let's go ahead and pop these batteries in real quick. Like so. Make sure. Okay, so the green works, however my red for some reason isn't lighting up, so we will have to go back in there and see what's going on there. Good thing we did a test before I put it back together. So let's see what is going on with the red. Nothing should have came loose. Everything should be good. That's something else I'm going to have to play with. Give me just a few minutes and I'll see if we can figure out what's going on. Okay guys, so I figured out what happened. I had a wire come loose, which was this white wire right here. As you can see, the minute I wiggle it, this red light will come on. See that? So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to mess with it and get it to, probably going to have to tape it right here so that it stays on. The problem is the slack. So when you take this thing apart, be careful because this wire here, if you're not careful, will come out like it did on me. However, I just glued it back into the circuit there. I just have to get that to stay like that, which I can do with some tape, no big deal. And give me just a few minutes and I'll fix that, put it back together, and I'll show you a working chest box. Okay guys, and there it is. Your screen accurate Revenge of the Sith chest box. As you can see, the red light works, the green light works, the sequent lights are working. So we got it all put back together in the correct sequence of the green being on the top, red being on the bottom. The only thing I have to do is continue to put the screws in. I only did the screw there and there just to show you the demonstration video. So I'll have to finish screwing everything in. But there you go, guys. Like I say, just when you pull this off, be careful because that white wire, if you're not careful, will come off. However, if it does come off, it's no big deal. You can hot glue it back onto the circuit just like I did, and it will work just as though it never came off. All right, so that's going to be the end of this video. Just a quick few things. One, like I say, you can make this a New Hope version. You will have to swap these out just like I did to where your green is on the top, red on the bottom. This right here would have to be painted white. You would have to do the leather straps or cover these in a leather light material. The chest box would be worn on the outside of the uniform. As to where Revenge of the Sith, which is what I'm going for, it has to be worn on the inside. The straps are on the inside so they're not seen. Now, to make this a Revenge, or not Revenge of the Sith, I'm sorry, but Return of the Jedi or Empire Strikes Back, it won't be doable. I mean, I say that, but it can be doable, but you're going to have to make a lot of modifications. One, you're going to have a different circuit board because the sequence here is different. Not just that, the lights here are different. I believe one is blue and one is another color. I can't think of it off the top of my head. I'm sorry. The red button is over here on those two versions. So yeah, you would have to make a lot of modifications. So for this chest box, the easiest way to go is leave it the way it is and just swap these two around to be a screen accurate Revenge of the Sith, or you can switch these two around, paint that white, have it actually turned off because A New Hope it does not function. Then you could do the A New Hope version. But there it is, guys. Works and everything is good. All right, guys. So on my next episode of Vader Tech, we will be doing some more modifications. So please subscribe, stay tuned, and we're going to try to make this Revenge of the Sith Vader as close to screen accurate as I can possibly get. However, I will say I am not going for 501st approval. I don't have time to be in the 501st. Otherwise, I would. I enjoy trooping as Darth Vader. I just don't have the time due to my work schedule. This is mostly for Halloween and other little get-togethers with Star Wars groups when I have the time. I just don't see me putting a lot of effort into something that I'm not going to have time to do. So yeah, next video I'll probably show you my lens swap. I have a video already up on Vader Tech about lenses. However, I did make a modification to that, so I will be updating that probably in the next video. I also got a new lightsaber. We'll be talking about that. My Vader cape, I'm actually sending that to a lady down the road who's a seamstress, so lucky for me, and she's going to line the inside of it with satin for me to make it more screen accurate, because Vader's cape was lined with satin on the inside, for anybody who did not know that. I also got rid of the Rubies gloves. I got a better pair of Vader gloves, so when those come in, we'll be talking about those. So yeah, stay tuned. We have a lot of stuff going on. And there she is in all of her fine and glory.